Hey, what's going on, guys? Skylock here, and today I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a nice, easy, free banner for YouTube or anything else. So what you want to do is you need Paint.net for this and a couple of plugins, and I'll leave all of the overlays and effects you need in the description. So now just make a new project, whatever. It doesn't matter what the resolution is as long as it's above 720p, which is 1280 width by 720 height. So press OK. And now, get your arrow, get your mouse tool, click the screen, and then press the delete button on your keyboard. Make a new layer. Now get your text tool out, and for this, I'm going to be using the blow brush font. This is going to be the same font as the example. So, make it around 72. Let's see. No, it's not big enough. We can make it bigger after we're done writing everything out, but I think it'll still look not as good if we resize it. So I think this looks good, so you can write whatever you want on this. I'm just gonna write Skylock. So what you want to do, make the first letter and then make a new layer, another next letter, new layer, next letter, new layer, next letter, and a new layer, and next letter, and then you want to make a new layer, and then next letter until you're done. I'm just going to remove this background layer. And now what you want to do is you want to get out your bucket tool and just use whatever colors you want. I'm going to be using this yellowish color and then this darker yellow as my background. Okay, now what you want to do is get the paint bucket tool, go to your bottom layer, and make sure that like your first letter is the primary color. Just color all of them your primary color. Don't do what I just did by accident and color everything yellow. You have to move layers every time you want to color a new letter. Now once you're finished with that, what you want to do is duplicate all of your layers. The bottom layer, the original one, I'm gonna make the secondary color. Ooh, no. Yeah, okay. I always kind of mess this up. And this will add a little bit of a cool drop shadow, but that's not really what we're going for, but it still looks kind of cool, unintentionally. This is probably one of the hardest parts of this tutorial. This is fairly easy, and this is 100% free. And now what you want to do is get your brownish layer, your secondary color layer, and just click it with the arrow tool and just make it a little bit bigger. Hold shift and then just drag the corner a little bit. And then if you want to make it more precise, you can use the arrow keys to move it around. But what you're basically trying to do is give it a little 3D effect so that it looks kind of 3D. You can resize it if you want. You don't have to, but it makes it look a little bit, it makes it a little bit easier if you do. Like, I'm gonna have to resize this. You didn't have to resize the S's and the C's. I actually think it would look better if you didn't resize them, but I still did. Okay, that looks good, I think. Now what you want to do is just rearrange them so that they're a little bit closer to each other and they don't look as cluttered. Make sure that all of the duplicates of the layers are together by clicking the merge layer down tool, so that you see here there's just one layer 2, one layer 3, instead so that there's not as many layers and it's just a little more organized and it's all easier to work with. I'm gonna make this window a little bit bigger and move this a little bit. Okay, so now you've done all that. You want to rearrange them so that they're a little bit, so that they are closer together. I'm gonna tilt these a little bit, just so that it looks a little bit cooler. Now this isn't the exact same as the example, but it's pretty close. Now, you got that done. Merge all of the layers down. Until you just have one layer 2, and then you want to go to Effects, Photo, Glow, and now you just want to change it so that it looks nicer So that has a little bit of a glow, but not that much. Okay, I think this looks good. Gives it a little bit of a drop shadow too. Okay, this one looks better. Yeah, this looks nice. I'm gonna turn up the brightness just a little bit. Oh, that's too much. Okay, so you got that. Gives it a little bit of a drop shadow. And let me just see how it looks. So it's not as bright, but it does give it a little bit of a drop shadow. So let me turn on the contrast and turn on the radius. Okay, we got that. Now what you want to do is get the magic wand tool. Just hold shift and then click on the upper layer, not the 3D part. Now what you want to do is go to the gradient and then go to your secondary color and make it a little bit brighter. And then go to your primary, make it a little bit more orange. And now hold shift and then click and then just hold shift while you hold the circle so that you can rearrange where the gradient itself is. Now this gives it a little bit of a, it's not that noticeable, but it still looks pretty nice, I think. Now go to glow again. No, I don't think a glow would be good again. Now what you want to do is go to drop shadow. And you can choose whatever color you want, but I think black would look better. Or white. I think black would look better though. And now just click OK. And then go to Effects, Object Align, Center Both. Now that'll take that to the center of the screen. File, and then click Save. And then save it as a either a PNG or a JPEG or whatever, but it would look better if it's a PDN, and then it'll be able to be used in any paint.net file. So I'm going to cancel it since I already have a preset. So now what you want to do is make a new file, make it 2560 by 1440. Now zoom out a little bit, and now I'm going to look through my files and I'm going to see if I can find my template. Now that you're at the area where you have the files for the text, click it, click Control C, close that, make a new layer, and click Control V. Now we're not going to worry about this, just press Control D. Go to your files again, and now you want to get this banner template out. I'm going to leave this one's link in the description. So let me press Control V. And now this is a template to show where you can put everything, put all the stuff of your banner and where you can't. Press there too, and then center both. So now it's in pretty much the center of the screen. And this ended up being perfectly in the center and small enough to be inside the borders. If it's not, then you'll have to change the size a little bit. Now that we got that done, I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Go to background, and now you want to go to Chrome. Or whatever browsing tool you use, and you want to search up any gaming wallpaper like Fortnite or something. I'm gonna be using an Overwatch one. I'm gonna search if you want to do Overwatch, then you want to search up map wallpaper 4K. And if you want to do like Destiny or something, you want to choose whichever area of the map you want. And now I think this looks nice. This is the same one in the example, so I want to copy it so that it doesn't take any space in my computer. I'm gonna remove these. And now what you want to do is just paste this into the background and just do that. And now what you want to do is you want to get another overlay that will leave in the description. So here it is. This one's download link will be left in the description. Make a new layer above the background but under all the text and all that. Paste it. Now what you want to do is make it photo glow. Turn down the opacity a little bit so that you can still see the map. Okay, that I think looks good. And now what you want to do is press Control-Shift-U, and now make this orange or whatever color you want it to make your text. I'm making it like orangish. And now you want to do the same thing to the background layer. Make Control-Shift-U. You can also turn the saturation all the way low and then make this a little bit brighter, and turn up the opacity on the overlay. But I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to make this yellowish. Let's see how this looks. I'm going to actually turn the saturation completely down and make this less, you know. Actually, no, what I'm going to do is, let's see. Okay, so instead of touching this at all, just press Control-Shift-U, turn on the saturation completely, make a new layer with the colors that you've been chose for the gradient on the actual text. Get the gradient tool out again, just press it on the entire thing. And now just turn down the opacity or make it whatever you, whatever type of blending mode you want. And that makes it look a little bit kind of orangish. Or whatever color you wanted. I'm making it, you can play around with these and see which one looks best. Turn on the opacity a little bit. Additive. I think that looks nice. So now, what you want to do, if you want to get, and this one's a little bit optional, but it's still kind of good to do, just because it looks nicer. Merge this layer down, and this one too. And I don't know why this is a little bit white. Oh no. Let's see. Just remove that. And then that gets rid of like the white that comes out in on the text. Makes it look nicer. Do that same thing on the other part of the text. So yeah, now you want to press Control-D. Now what you want to do is go to Chrome again, and then search up a character of whatever game you want. I'm gonna do a Destiny Titan, just like the example. So you want to search up Destiny Sunbreaker, whatever you want to use, and you have to search up transparent so that there's no background. And now you'll basically have found one of that. This one looks nicer. Put this down and then paste, and then just resize it to as big as you'd like. And now just press Control-D. Now what you want to do is uncheck this, go back to this layer, and first what you want to do is merge these two layers together. Merge this down. Effects, object, and then drop shadow, and then turn up the widening radius and the blur radius, so that your character also gets a blur or a drop shadow. Sorry. Go to your layer 3 or whichever layer was your overlay. Hold Shift, get your Magic Wand tool out, and left click. Go back to the background, and just go to Effects, Photo. No, it's not in photo. It's in blurs, and then go to Gaussian blur. And then just make it however blurry you want. I think this looks fine. And now click OK. Press Control-D, and then you're done. You're completely done. Your banner is complete. If you want to make a few touch-ups, you can. You can add some more drop shadow or glow and all that. But other than that, it's completely finished. So I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys. Don't forget to comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for watching, guys. Peace out, guys. Peace the frick out.